Okay, and the microphone is working. Okay. So, Blaster Toad here, and
Shonasof 5.
there we go, because he can say his name right. In case you don't know, Sean here, he runs his own YouTube channel that we'll bring up for you as well. So, yeah, check his stuff out when I'm not doing anything. But, we just found something amazing. Okay, so this blown up thing here that you're seeing on the screen, and we've been laughing really hard, and we're like, it is a shame that we aren't recording our reaction to this. So we're like, this here controller I remember from the late 90s when I was mid-late 90s when I was trying to decide between this and the Gravis pad, okay? Thankfully, the Gravis pad won. So we're looking at this thing, and we're looking at all these crazy buttons on the front. And then we realized something when we found the actual product web page.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have the buttons on the front there, but
all the buttons are on the back.
we thought it was a different model.
We thought it may have been a different model, or that, even better yet, the buttons were duplicated front to back. That was in contending because of how nuts this is. But no, those are cheat buttons. That's a sticker on the front to show you how to use this thing. Because it's a full keyboard on the back and on the front, because like half your buttons are on the front.
Yeah.
The reason why we're so shooken up is because we just watched over here at alphagrips.com, where they still have their site running, where you can still go through to, it seems like, order a product if they ever get back in stock on Amazon, because they got a link that still goes to an Amazon store.
And a 30-day money-back guarantee.
And a 30-day money-back guarantee, and a $30 discount off their current price.
$130 American.
But yeah, we just finished watching the treadmill video, where this guy, like...
Want a travel card that actually
Okay,
lets you travel?
the best part of this was, the last time we started this up, the video started with an axe coming down and cleaving a hamburger in two. And neither of us questioned this.
I just thought this video was way higher quality than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, okay, the buttons are everywhere. Why not have the hamburger? But no, it was an ad. And then we got greeted by this video. So, yes, great stuff. Guy takes crazy controller.
Comfortably and accurately.
Comfortable and accurate on his keyboard control.
Let me give you a demo.
But yeah, so he's able to type stuff out. Great, while he's walking. And then, where is it? I'm like, okay, he's got to speed it up, right? Yes, he does come, he speeds it up. And he's going hard here. And he starts typing.
I just, his arms aren't swinging. The moment he slips, he's going to start activating the trackpad on the laptop with his nose.
Yeah. And then my thought was, why is he wearing RCMP pants with, like, the safety stripe down the side? Oh. So, we just got done that, and we're like, it is such a shame that we've not been recording this and our reactions to it. But then it gets better, because this isn't just a keyboard. It's a controller. So, you have to use it for gaming as well. And apparently we have a video to demonstrate this.
We haven't watched this one yet.
So this we have not seen yet. I saw this in the menu, and I'm like, okay, we've been saying it would be a shame that we haven't recorded this, so now we've got, yay, let's see things.
Apparently Warcraft supports it.
Hi there. I'm going to give you a demonstration of the Alpha Grip playing a first-person shooter game called Doom 3. Now, I've been able to remap the keys. Doom 3 allowed me to do that, to optimize the Alpha Grip for playing this particular game.
He's got his cheater stickers on. Even the owner needs the cheater stickers.
Now,
You'd
with the
have to
trackball,
remap
I
the
look
controls.
Up and down, left and right. I move forward and back with the Y and the L key. I use the space key for reloading, and I change weapons with other thumb keys.
Because normally WASD are down on these fingers going by that layout. There you go.
Weapons. I can slide left and slide right. I jump and I crouch. I can sprint forward and back by pressing this combination with the Y and the L.
I can also eject into outer space by hitting all of these at once. That's not a feature of the game, but the controller. It's just...
The last stage of Doom 3, we're going to show you how I can beat the game by alphabet.
Spoiler alert.
Because your controller doesn't have a cable that goes to your computer. And your computer has a cable that goes to your controller, because it's that complicated.
And you notice it has another USB port on the controller in case you want to string daisy chain a few of them.
Yeah. Well, my best bet is you got the other port so you can plug it right into your printer.
Then it works as a typewriter.
Wow, this is amazing quality. The video quality is as good as the controller.
He's doing better than I thought, but he's had 20 years practice.
Yeah, controller came out in the early 90s. Game came out whenever. Recording was done in 2010. He needed the practice time. Oh.
I've beaten this game. I don't even remember this. That's how much I was unimpressed with Doom 3.
That's the alpha grid. Doom 3. The beauty of the alpha grid was that...
Of course you got into a spot where you only had to take out 3 guys.
Someone quietly slipped the mouse and keyboard away from him and handed them the controller back.
Much more enjoyable, comfortable than having to sit desk to use.
Okay, I might find
his lighting sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, there's other things here. So features, gaming, type in half the time. Okay, just a text page.
Like on the treadmill, it's not words per minute; it should be words per mile.
Yeah. Oh. All the pictures of him. It's just the one dude. When I saw this in a Future Shop or a Best Buy beside the Gravis controller. This was a legitimate controller. And now we're on his website and it's just one did the company give up and the inventor just kept running with it? They're no, screw you, buddy. This is too far out there. And he's just well, this is my baby. I'm going to keep on going. The site's still live. And it's not tied to any other company. It's got this big friggin' A on the front of it.
A for effort.
But that has no alpha grip, I guess. It's the alpha, but I'm sure it was by Axes or something. When I picked it up, I'm sure a company put it together. And doesn't that look to me that looks like the Axes A? But yeah. Because those diagrams really help.
Oh, that's what those buttons are. Right click and left click.
Wait, what?
Up just to the left of the trackball.
Where's... Oh, the side?
Yeah, just to the left. The right click.
Oh, those are right click and left. Why are they above and below each other? For right and left click. Okay, so you got punctuation shift and number shift. And capital shift.
Okay, I figured the white one was standard letters.
Enhance QWERTY layout. Okay, QWERTY is a layout. It's QWERT. This is JY or JVCYKL XZ This is not QWERTY. This isn't even Dvorak or whatever the other one is. This is letter spewed on molten plastic.
Like I say, the numbers must be his internal logic for where the buttons should be. That's why he can type on it. Everyone else will be where's M again?
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 20 buttons.
And a lot of them have 3 functions.
So 20 primary buttons. Allowing you to do 60 shift characters.
Yep.
Not 60 characters in total. You got their 20 regular functions, and then 60 shift functions.
It sounds like he's adding everything up. It should be 40 shift characters. At least that's what it feels like. But...
Oh, I guess you got 3 because capital.
Oh, yeah!
You got capital and then
yeah!
So on the back here,
So
you have
many
80
buttons.
from 20 buttons. You have 80 possible characters you can type with your 20 buttons.
If you thought it was hard reaching P with your pinky finger, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh. Well, it'd be a lot easier reaching P with your pinky because she's right there. Oh. But yeah, I thought these were buttons on the bottom, but you must be right. Like, those gotta be just like rubber feetsies or something.
When you want to smash the thing into the desktop.
Oh. Total keyboard functionality using front and back device. Organic shape. Yeah, it looks like somebody spewed this up.
What was it? Reduces the learning curve if you were a touch typist. Once you've mastered the Alpha Grip's iGrip, you can easily switch back and forth between the keyboard and iGrip. Oh boy.
Look, yeah, you can really easily switch back to the keyboard after using this thing.
I love that one of the bullet points is fewer keys.
Where's that?
Right below.
Fewer keys. When grasping the Alpha Grip, your fingers automatically fall on bidirectional buttons located in the back. Touch typing on Alpha Grip's iGrip does not require moving your fingers to keys above or below the home row. As on a keyboard, there are 24 characters or functions on the iGrip's home keys. Oh, two-handed number pad.
Because that's what everybody needs.
It's like, let's do all my numbers. Oh.
So it's like...
There's nothing to compare it to. Like, it's like... Good.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Or it alternates, like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12...
I still think the best was like when we came across this image and we're like, look at all the buttons up here.
We thought those were actual buttons and it didn't surprise us at all.
We're like, okay, this is like, at least you can see them.
Yeah.
And then we found... Oh, I guess this image. And we're like, and they're on the back. Like, and the 2 USB ports. But no, the buttons aren't on the front and the back. Those are cheater stickers. Because you need them.
Who wouldn't, like... There are no words.
Now here's the killer. So N is there. And where is... Okay, so that's not the right one. Wait! If that's not the right one and they aren't in the same places...
Unless they redesigned it.
Why would there be more than one of these things out there? Okay, but anyway, so we got N there on the inside.
They needed a redesign.
Okay, so I was just wondering, like, did they take the time to have the stickers layout to be, like, passing through, or were they flipped on the front? But no, it like passes through.
It has to pass through because it has to show where your fingers are going.
Yeah.
So in the bottom left
so like
there...
N is here and T is here, so that does coordinate to the inside of there. Okay?
Yeah.
So it does coordinate. But that made me question for a moment. It's like, did they have enough forefront, or was the stickers flipped? Because that would have been great if the stickers were flipped. Because then you would have never had a chance.
So you see N on the upper left. Yeah. I don't know if the mouse cursor records.
Oh yeah, everything gets recorded. Yeah.
Find the other picture of the back that we were looking at. It was a bit of a clearer image. There, and now N is on...
an F or a T.
F
and N is up.
And N is down there. N and M are on the middle button on the right side. Does it really matter?
Is that neck? But yeah, apparently somebody's like,
I think it's an R.
Because this version of QWERTY, it's not, okay? In case you guys didn't know I was being sarcastic, like, this is not QWERTY, but this version of QWERTY, isn't straightforward enough, so we have to do the alternate version.
This one's for left-handed people.
Because they should be even more screwed up. Oh.
Oh my.
Wait, where's the port to plug this one in? Would this one be wireless? Because I'm not seeing anything.
This is the Bluetooth revamp for the iOS and Android.
Oh.
Imagine
Trying to make a phone call on that.
Like
Hold on, I have to... Damn it. I phoned Beijing again. But still, I don't get the 2 ports.
I still...
And, like, why not 2 of the same port? Like, why do you use, like, the Firewire type port?
Well, what one's in, one's out. Like, if you look at USB cables, one side is the one we think of as USB. The other side's always a different shape, just to keep data flowing the right way. And
so then they have to be made to daisy chain together.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that makes sense in that case.
I know what it is. You can hook a standard USB cable up to this and use this as a hub to hook a real controller up and have...
Oh. So while you're learning this device, you have it plugged in, but your keyboard is firmly attached to the outgoing USB port, just for reference and safety's sake.
in case after your brain melts trying to use this thing, you need to remember what an S looks like.
Oh. That was for the mandatory safety button that shipped with the thing. You plugged in the safety button so that when you collapse from having an aneurysm, it would phone emergency services for you.
That's what the rubber things on the bottom are. You drop the controller when
so
your brain freaks out.
You fall over it. It's not jabbing right in your ribs. There's a bit of like.
Yeah, and when the switches are inside, that activates the emergency response functions.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're rubber nibs with like small probes in it. So when you fall over on it, it pushes through. It's got a built-in defibrillator too, just to get you back up and going. Don't miss a beat of work.
This was mandated by the FCC because they couldn't see anybody using this without having a heart attack. Especially if you were on the treadmill.
I still can't believe it. Like, they have the dude just treadmill demo. I'm gonna type whoa the treadmill, and I'm there. We go there. This is what okay. So this is what started the first time we watched the video, and it's like whatever. Hamburgers being chopped up because that's how messed up this controller is. We did not question it.
You didn't even blink.
Oh. I'm inside, on my treadmill, but I still have to wear my safety pants, just in case. He's not doing the safety dance, he's doing the safety pants. Oh.
This controller's gonna kill us and we haven't even tried it yet.
Oh. Oh. I just still can't believe it. And I picked one of these up, and I was seriously considering it.
It was either this or the Gravis pad. I don't understand how there was a choice there.
Well, like I said, like at this point, I would have been like 8. So it's just like there's so many buttons.
Okay. So let's take a look.
Like back then, when I was 8, this would have been like the same level as seeing breasts for the first time. It's like, look at all the buttons. This is fantastic. I can touch all the things.
Alright, he's got Doom 3 down. I want to see him play Street Fighter on this. Sure you can.
Okay, now if anybody can find this product and you want to purchase it and then you want to ship it to me, okay? If you find this product and you legitimately want to see this happen, okay? Sean here, in passing when we first found it and thought that all the buttons were on the front, and we didn't know that, no, everything is on the back, and it's going to be even harder to use. And try using this without the cheater stickers. Oh. But his passing comment was, he challenged me to play Half-Life 2. Like, we're not that far away from playing Half-Life 2 here. Like, we're mostly done Half-Life 1 on our Monday stream, so if somebody finds this, and they legitimately want to mail it over, I will give you my address. Because this would be fantastic.
I just love the idea of plugging a second one in and playing Word as a competitive sport.
It's Words with Friends. Before Facebook was ever a thing, you could play Words with Friends. Microsoft Words. Open Office with Friends.
Oh, man.
Excel with Friends. I can do all the spreadsheets now.
Competitive notepad.
No, you need some formatting. At least it would be WordPad. Oh, man. It's been, what, an hour and a half we've been staring at this garbage?
We were going to watch a movie. It's probably too late now.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half that we're looking up old game controllers that we're nostalgic about, and then this.
Yeah, this is a...
And it's been an hour and a half staring at this.
I didn't know this existed, but this is glorious.
Oh. Well, yeah, I don't know how to come down from that, but hope you all enjoy.
Oh,
and
my.
again, if you do find this, I will give you my address, and you can mail it to me. Because this would be fantastic. Like, just to give it a shot.
I mean, even if you're not going to play a game, you could at least review it and laugh about it. You don't have a treadmill, but you could do it on your exercise bike here.
Yeah, I can do it on my exercise bike. See how quickly I can type! I'll one-up the guy. We'll bring my Weider home gym system in here. Can do presses while typing. But I'll do it one-handed, so I'm pressing with this hand and I'm typing with all the buttons.
Yeah, there should be, like, what if someone's disabled? They need one-handed left and right-handed models of this.
Hey, this would be the perfect 100 Monkeys experiment. You just daisy chain them all together. It's not 100 Monkeys a different typewriter. They're all on one.
I think that's how they came up with the idea for this in the first place.
Maybe this is what the monkeys actually came up with.
just
Because I
smashed-
cannot see logic to his system at all. This was one of my favorites because we're noticing. Oh, stupid images. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Oh, it's gonna come up. So we got it zoomed in here. So we've got the brackets. So open and close bracket, open and close bracket, open and close bracket.
Open.
Less than, greater than. Okay? / and backslash. Like, where's the... Everything else is on opposite sides, but forward and backslash? No, that's going to be on the same button with different shifts.
I love how there's 3 shift keys per thumb. There are
Yes.
6 shift keys. And if you notice, the arrow keys are on the left thumb with C, Y, K, and L. That makes a lot of sense. But hold down green
Wait, we
shift.
didn't even look at what's on here. We got
Oh.
P up and page down. Got end.
Home.
Home, okay.
Home, Home.
Yeah. But yeah, this here... Go ahead.
So if you hold down red shift, you get arrow keys out of those. But if you hold down green shift, you get up and down, but no left and right.
Because you need the additional shifting. It was just something to brag about. Like, we've got 362 different shift commands on one controller. Whoa, and you can treadmill.
You can play Doom while you treadmill.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see him play something that requires a bit more precision, like a D-pad or something on this.
Well, and like, do like a 15-minute video of like you actually playing a game instead of like, here's 3 enemies. See, I just won the game. It's like, it's 30 seconds, bro. There's no way he got through all of it with that controller.
No, I
Not
can't
a
see
chance.
that. I use these fingers for jump and slide and I mean, I'm sure he's got it down, but the rest of the world, I mean, if you want a real challenge, play a first-person shooter without remapping.
Yeah. So your WASD, which we thought was bad enough when it was like, hey, look, you can see them here. You have to be WASD, but no,
it's on the back.
It's on the back side, and you have to try to deal with that
across 3 different fingers. I mean, yeah, okay.
Well, at least your middle finger's always forward and back.
Yeah. If you
like,
can remember which way is forward, you go forward and back by pressing side to side.
Like, the way they're indented, do you have to move your finger so your fingertip presses it in? Or does it rock with your finger?
I hope it rocks. I really do.
Because otherwise, like, you're bringing your fingers in and out and in and out, like...
Oh my... Yeah, that would be horrendous.
Like, so here's my jump,
Natural.
and here's my crouch, and here's my slide, but here's my forward. It's like,
Input the Konami code. Like, up, down.
No, you're
left, right.
Your ups are over here, but you have to shift. What if one side the shift button stopped working?
Oh, that'd be so brutal.
You know what this controller's missing though?
Sanity?
Yeah, you got me there.
A market?
Okay, you got me too. See, I was thinking blue shift. You got red green. Where's the last spectrum? Like, might as well shift them all.
Yeah, you need a blue shift on one hand and put the number pad on the front face keys on the other hand.
No, that would make sense.
Yeah,
I just figure a button that says
would
blue
make
shift
sense.
because it's an extra spectrum. Where's your violet?
Oh, the blue shift. That's how you get the function keys on here. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6,
What's
F7,
MC?
F8. And what?
MC. Because you got your left and right click.
Mouse center. Center click.
So your right click shifts as a center click. Okay, like you...
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just have your left click as down on the trackball? Maybe it also is. Who knows? Okay, well, we might be staring at this for another hour and a half, so I'm just gonna end the video here.
We thought we were done laughing at it when we decided to throw the video.
Yeah, we're like, oh, it's too late now, but we've got one more video of him doing a game, so let's do that. But no, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Like, that's... Again, like, seriously, if anybody finds this, send it to me. Please.
And just pray that they send it to you with the cheat sheet stickers. Otherwise, it'll be even harder.
Well, that's what I got a second monitor for. So I can reference the cheat sheet stickers on it. Oh. Send me this, and then in 2 years, I will make a video of me proficiently using it to play a game.
Unfortunately, you have to stop doing everything else to dedicate your time to learning this.
And the game's gonna be like a running game, so you only have to press space. Because that's the only thing I can see being proficient with this at in 2 years.
I'm certain the guy in the video spent 20 years of his life developing this in his head before it became functional.
No, before it became.
Before it became... he had it designed in his head in the 1972 when he thought, I can do better than a kid.
Isn't this one of those things where it's like, it comes to fruition, and it's like, that just sounded a lot better in my head.
What has science wrought? This is like...
He's just mesmerized. Like, I can't take my eyes away. It's like a train wreck.
Well, the developers at Logitech have nightmares about this.
They had nothing to do with it, and they still wake up in fevered sweats. Just like, it can never happen again.
I thought my name was attached to it for a minute there. I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Oh. You know what, though? Now that I'm looking at it, and this might be delirium setting on, I don't know. But, like, you've got your arrows here, so, like, if you could tape down your shift. Like,
Okay.
just get it stuck, like some chewing gum or pizza or whatever, to get that stuck down there, because these old controllers, that always happen. Okay? Get your shift stuck down. You've got your dedicated movement.
Yeah.
Okay? So, instead of your WSD, just map your stuff to movement. Then you've got your home, page up, page down, end buttons over here. And, oh wait, no, never mind, where's your insert and delete? Okay, that still wouldn't work.
Delete is down there.
I just think, like, this could actually be a functional controller for space engineers. Because you've got your movement, you've got your look. If you could fix your clicking to be anything else other than these stupid buttons.
Insert and delete are on the same button.
Yeah, but, like, the page in up, down, and all, like, this cluster here on your keyboard.
Okay.
And for you folks, because cluster, yeah, that's not even showing up on the camera because it's too low. Whatever. This cluster, and then these, would be your rotating blocks. So rotating forward. So, like, if everything was here, and then, like, your delete and insert were here, like, you could have all your rotations, your looking, your movement, right there, and then you could map all the other stuff to, like, this one fires a weapon, and that one opens my cockpit, and that one turns my engines on and off, and stuff like that. Like, it could be a functional controller, except for, no, they couldn't put delete and insert up near, like, the cluster of everything else that it's usually with. No, they had to put it down here. So, like, there would be rotating, but then I'd also have to come down here to rotate. And because I'm coming down here to rotate, I'd also be putting caps locks on, like, all the time.
And pause and function lock. And...
What does the pause key even do? I've never had the pause key actually be functional in anything. I don't think I've ever used it. Does my keyboard even have a pause key? My keyboard does have a pause key.
The only time I've ever used it is in DOS back in the day when I'm doing a long list of file contents or folder contents. I can hit pause and pause it. If I'm lucky, I'll be in the right place, but there's no way to scroll, and you hit pause again, and it just continues. I never found a real use for it on a
So it's
on a
just
modern
for
computer.
the rolling screen.
That's all I ever found a use for it. I don't think I've ever seen it do anything in a Windows program.
I was half expecting my whole computer to blow up because I just put that in Windows and I was like, nobody ever uses this key, make it self-destruct.
Or the recording paused and everything just went wacky for a second.
Does it?
No, I know, I was just saying.
No, okay. Oh, it could, like, I've never touched that button before.
Scroll lock is another one I've never really dealt with. I think it's just still there for legacy programs.
Yeah, I don't think that actually even works. Because I've pressed it a bunch of times, but, like, mouse scroll still works.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow keys still work for scrolling web pages. Like,
yeah,
it's a non-functional button.
I think it's for, like, ancient programs, just legacy support, making sure that you can still use these ancient programs if you happen to have a modern keyboard. I mean, what was it they found?
If you got a USB keyboard, though, then the computer running those programs won't accept it.
It could be DOSBox.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it was obviously important enough to include on this masterpiece.
Yeah, but this one already had everything else. It's just like, let's brag about an extra button.
Except the function keys. If he'd included the blue shift, we could have had the function keys, and you could have put the blue shift button right between the green and white shift keys. That would work perfectly, because there's 12 function keys, there's six buttons, like 6 main triggers on the bottom. You could have a function key on each side.
Stop trying to make this make sense.
I know I'm putting logic into this where logic does not have any purchase, but it could be done easily. Well, I'm assuming easily, because I mean the guy made this thing and had to have been easy on some level. I don't know anymore. Kind of terrified at the thought, but
You just threw a regular keyboard into the fire.
you're the one that wanted the blue shift key.
I know,
I'm trying
but
to find
I
a
was
use
just
for
like
it.
spectrums. It's like red, blue, green shifts for, like, you know,
RGB.
acceleration and stuff when you hit a light shift.
Never
mind.
I wonder if you can do both shifts at the same time for certain key combinations, because that might break some functionality with some programs.
Wait. In the age I was looking at this, okay, because this is like with the Gravis Pro controller. So for people who don't know what I'm talking about, we'll bring that one up. The Gravis Pad controller. So the controller I was looking at in congestion. Is that a word?
It might as well be at this point.
Okay, but between the
Contention. I think that's the
contention,
word we're looking
okay,
for.
but between the thing we've been just over, this was the one that I ended up purchasing because it makes sense. Also, because like this was $40 at the time, and the other one is still $129, but you get a $30 discount, so bonus.
But you have the $20 shipping to Canada. So.
Yeah, so, but yeah, this is what I ended up getting. And what was my point as going on with this?
You were choosing between the two controllers.
Yes, choosing between the two controllers. Oh, because I was showing people this one, and I completely forgot what I was thinking of. Wow.
Your brain's melted.
Yeah.
It's too late. You were lost to us.
There's no select and start button on the other one. That's a problem right there. No select or start. Or just stay up. Oh, but there was a point to going.
Something about you were 8 years old.
No, that came like way early. That came like
okay.
15 minutes ago in this conversation. Now. Oh.
And then you're gonna watch the playback, and then they're like, "Oh, I forgot."
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
gonna say
that's
this.
exactly what I was. Yeah. There was something. But I was just like mesmerized by all the buttons here. But yes, these two things were what I was looking at. And there was a line of thought, but the train of thought did not derail. It like exploded in place and then did a backflip.
It hit a plane.
It hit the train. The plane didn't come down to hit the train. No, the train hit the plane because it was just.
It's a combination of the U.S. Marshals and the other movie with Tommy Lee Jones hunting the guy with the one-armed man. The Fugitive, that's the one. Because in one of the movies they crash a plane, and the other one they crash a train. So I just figure this is a combination of it.
Like, he missed the perfect opportunity for like a big function button right under the logo.
The logo should be gigantic because they really.
Well, like, look how much space he got there. Like, why doesn't it have his name, like, emblazoned there? In blinking lights.
Gold relief. It's just the developer's name.
Oh.
So we need to add a blue shift that does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to add the developer's name in blinking lights, surrounded by gold. What else can we do to this?
Oh, that's where I was going. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, I finally remembered. So, in the day and age of me purchasing this, where it had, like, the old controller port, okay? Controllers only ever reliably input a maximum of 2, maybe 3 button presses before they started ghosting over each other. What happens when you just grab this thing? Like, how many buttons can it, like... You can't control Alt-Delete. Like, this would have been the age of, like, Windows 95, maybe getting to Windows XP. Because I was playing Windows 95 with the Gravis pad, with, like, an old rally racing game, and Earthsiege 2. Like, you could only press 2 buttons. Otherwise, like, it wouldn't do anything. Like, sometimes your controller would support a 3rd button. You couldn't control Alt-Delete. And like you said, like, there's no function. You can't control F4 to close something. You can't control Alt-Delete because it will only recognize 2 keys at any given time.
That's why they have the extra port on the back, so you do need your keyboard next to you for some things.
Man, would this even be USB 2?
Considering...
Maybe it has the 2 USB ports, so it doesn't ghost. You have the option unplug your printer because that's the port that's on it. So it has this regular port, and then you can unplug your printer because you already have that cable. Plug it in here, so you got 2 connections, so you aren't getting key ghosting. That could be a legitimate function of the second port.
Oh my! Wait a minute. When did you say you saw this?
It would have been like late 90s.
Did they even have USB back then?
Yeah, because like 95, you had USB support.
Oh, okay.
Like Windows 95.
I never really noticed USB until the 2000s. I had an older computer, I guess.
Like, this could have been later, because, like, when I built my first computer running Windows 95, like, XP was, like, the next year. Like, Windows 2000, Windows ME were already out.
I think because it's a USB device, it would have had the bandwidth to handle multiple button presses. Because it's the old serial port gamepads that couldn't handle
No, like, there was some... Like, I've got a Philips USB retractable gamepad there that only does 3 button presses without ghosting.
Oh, okay. So.
Like, you when you're buying a keyboard for gaming, like, you had to check the boxing to see if it had anti-ghosting
True.
on the keyboard. Like, that was a big thing. It was like, this keyboard will not ghost more than, like, you can have, like, 5 simultaneous key presses. And that was, like, huge.
I can't understand how we've gotten this much amusement out of
It's...
like 2-3 images.
Oh. Well, the other thing is, like, it was... No word of a lie, not an exact... It's been an hour and a half before we started doing the recording. The recording time is now at 41 minutes. It has been better than 2 hours that we've been mesmerized by this piece of garbage.
And this video will be probably be more advertising for this product than this guy's ever actually had.
Well, I guess it's advertising. Maybe not positive advertising.
No.
I still can't believe the first time the video came up with the treadmill and it's like the hamburger there. It's like, okay.
We're just waiting to see what happens.
And then the skip ad button comes up. I'm like, oh, these are completely unrelated. Like, it didn't click until the skip ad button came up. Oh, because it's just so out there.
Yeah, so, if you get one of these controllers for yourself and you actually have tried it, even if you're not sending it to them to play with, let us know what it's like.
Yeah. Show us the, like, Smoking Hulk after you used it once, like, in 98 or 2001, and then lit it on fire because you couldn't stand it.
And let us know which version you have, because we've obviously seen at least 2 different models.
Yeah, so we've seen this one here with the multi-ports, and we've seen this thing.
Yeah. What are those? Like the lines underneath the...
I don't know.
Clarification, maybe? But yeah, there's obviously...
I know what those are. Okay. So, that's the vision test. Because after you've been staring at this thing as long as we have, you tend to go cross-eyed and things get really weird. So it's like, okay, you look at the back of your controller and make sure you only see 2 horizontal lines. If there's multiple lines, or if for some reason they're vertical, set your controller down and walk away for a half hour. Again, another safety step.
Flip it over. How many letters do you see? That just pissed off too many people, so they put the lines on.
Oh. It's like, why does my controller have 43-letter buttons on? And I swear they're all different letters.
Where's start and select? For the love of God, I just want to play Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, the games that, like, you actually had to press a start button?
Yeah.
Pissed me off so much. Because I'm like, okay, I'm using my keyboard.
Pads, yeah.
Like, I've got enter, I've got space, I've got shift, I've got escape, I've got all these other buttons. Until I bought the Gravis pad, there were games that I could not play because it was expecting a start button. And I didn't know what corresponded to that on my keyboard. Like, I couldn't play my rally racing game until I got that Gravis pad.
Oh, no.
Because it was like, press start to start. Oh. Yeah. It's a legitimate product.
Computer gaming is weird at times. We find some really weird stuff. This is not even the weirdest looking controller we've seen. It's just the weirdest in function.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
this thing's gonna haunt my dreams because now I'm just starting to see a face. Like these protruding cheekbones here, and then like the drooping jowls.
You painted yellow, you have Jake the dog. That's what the A stands for. It's Adventure Time.
Oh man. Okay.
It's a failed attempt at a licensed product. Who owns Adventure Time? Cartoon Network. They looked at this and said, "Get out!" Oh, I can't see anymore.
Okay, well, I think it's time to officially retire this video. Now that we're 45 minutes in. After we're done with this, we should have recorded our reaction. After laughing at this thing for an hour and a half, we went for another 45 minutes!
And it was all fresh, too. It wasn't, we were repeating almost anything. Oh. How did we get to Adventure Time?
Because it looks like a face with the jaw and the droopy nails! And then you just went Adventure Time with the A!
Oh, man. Next we need the Steven Universe model.
You just turn it upside down, then you got your U! Paint the A a different color for a gem! Like now it's purple! It's a U! Oh.
So if you thought the PlayStation 2 slime controller was weird, take a look at this. Yeah. There are no words to describe how weird this is, but we have tried.
Mm-hmm. I bet if we had that, though, we could type all sorts of words for it.
Whether they be spelled right is another matter. Wait a minute, where's the space bar?
Remember, space is up here.
Oh, right, okay. Just making sure there was one.
Oh, man.
That would be a weird omission.
Oh, I'm just imagining having an error with this thing now. And then the lights start blinking in sequence, and you gotta decipher a light blink code.
Oh, man.
Like, one of your buttons has failed. Decipher this light blink code in Morse to get instructions to repair it. Not refer to this code in the manual. Like, we'll blink out in Morse your instructions to repair this. Oh.
Do not call us to repair it. We'll replace it if for a small charge of $130.
Oh. Like you can't even throw it away. Shaped like a boomerang. It'll come back for you.
Back, yeah. Oh man, maybe it's not a good idea to buy this controller. It'll haunt you.
Like,
I'm seeing nothing but the face now, and it's creepy.
I know, right? But I'm just thinking, like, looking at the shape, like, it probably is fairly comfortable to hold on to. Like, it's not a horrible shape.
It's just, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay.
Like, that looks like a very gentle curve to hold on to. You got a good indented rest for your thumbs, and
if you rotated the button layouts to be a cross instead of a square, it could be mappable to be useful for gaming. Like
instead of a cross, make it a square. And then, you know what? Instead of tilting it forward to rest your fingers forward, tilt it back. Like the Steam controller.
Yeah.
So your fingers are kind of like poking into it, instead of resting over top.
Yeah, and if it was completely customizable, you could probably modify this to work with games that don't traditionally work with a gamepad. I mean, if everything was hotkeys, you could play The Sims with this, or Civilization, just using the trackball as a mousepad. I mean, there is StarCraft. There are possibilities here. It's just the way it's presented is so baffling.
If you had a lock, like if Number Lock had like a, you can turn on Number Lock for your. I guess like it has to like. It's got a number lock thing.
Yeah.
What would be the point if it didn't turn all your buttons into numbers?
There are no. Why does this have a number lock key? It doesn't have a calculator pad.
Because all those just turn into numbers.
Yeah, but you already have a shift button to do that.
But see, if you number lock it, then you can have all your hotkeys for your groups in like StarCraft or something.
Okay.
So you just press like any of the buttons. You're like, here's my group 1, here's my group 2. So you can go through all your different command groups, and then you can use your trackball around on them. That'd be a great StarCraft controller. Like,
Yeah. Go to the high detail copy of the front with the cheat sheet. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So where are plus, minus, divide, and multiply?
plus, minus, equals, percent.
And there's divide and multiply on that side. Okay.
Well, I guess divide would be slash, yeah.
So the outside buttons are for the calculator pad. It's the plus, minus, divide, etc. And the inside buttons have numbers on them. So I guess that's how the quote unquote number.
Oh, that actually starting to make sense now. Instead of the numbers crossing.
Okay, this is starting to make sense. We should get out what we can.
We've been staring at this for so long. It's starting to make sense. We're seeing possible uses for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could legitimately see playing like the original StarCraft with this now. Like all your inside keys are your, and then you just hit shift to add groups to it, or control, like control any of your buttons, and then you like add your control group, and then you can send your different armies out everywhere. Damn! If I had this when I was playing Age of Empires, I'd be dominating.
But yeah, it's weird that we're actually starting to see possibility in this. It would really depend on if you could attach mouse movement to the trackball. I'm assuming that's what it's there for.
Well, that's what the trackball was.
Well, I know. I'm thinking like gamepad compared to like a standard gamepad. You normally can't attach mouse movement to. But this being
a keyboard,
it probably is a standard functional trackpad with mouse control. Oh man, that's just weird now.
I wonder if, since like you've got the thing to replace the trackball on there, like it's got the tool marks to spin that and replace the trackball.
Yeah, you have to pop it out and clean the rollers. Or optical, if it's an optical.
Could you make an attachment where you had a ball with a stick on it to use as a small joystick?
That's a good question. It depends on how it's...
Like, if the drivers were intelligent enough that you could say, okay, if I've pushed this way and I haven't returned, continue moving my mouse up. And if I pull back and I haven't returned, continue moving my mouse down.
Treat it like an analog stick.
Yeah!
That would be interesting. It'd be less wear on your thumb, too. Okay, we're really overthinking this at this point.
Well, it could be a joystick. It could be, like, the best RTS controller ever. It could be a steaming pile of crap. It could be a dog's face. It could be a weird-looking spaceship.
When the...
Painted purple and green, it can be a Metroid.
This is what the Ferengi use to fly their ships. I don't know.
No, the ball on it isn't big enough. They've had those huge controls.
Oh, right. I don't know if this pilots the ships or controls the opposing captain's mind, but I use it anyway. We really should stop. This could go on all night.
Well, one button to save us all. And whoever's made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. And I am legitimately sorry for destroying you.
That's what it needs. A button that's the equivalent of hitting close because you can't do Alt F4. Yeah. That's what it's missing. Otherwise, it would be the perfect controller, you know. No.
That's just wrong. On that note, we end, because that's going too far.
That's going too
if
far.
it had this, it would be the perfect controller. It's like, nope, done, goodbye.
There was a hefty amount of sarcasm.
Oh, man. We're going to have to show this to Colin.
Oh, yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, we'll stop recording now. Oh, yeah.